Musa grew very tired after so much running, and when he stopped, he looked around and realised that he had absolutely no idea where he was. He thought this was probably a good thing. After all, if he himself didn't know where he was, surely neither Sergeant Jehu or Grey Cat could find him either. Musa sat on a fence at the edge of a flat playing field and rested for a while. He had begun to think, trying to find Grey Cat and the two bears might be too dangerous, and that maybe finding the mysterious Laurent could hold the key. He looked behind him, and in a ditch there was an abandoned plank of wood just lying there. At the other side of the field there was a line of bushes, but he had no idea where he was, so how on earth could he even begin to find Laurent? Musa then heard his name being called in the far distance. He immediately jumped off the fence. Musa! He had no idea how they had tracked him down so quickly, but was sure it was Sergeant Jehu rather than Grey Cat and the two bears. Where are you? Musa! Musa! He certainly recognised that voice. It was Bunny. And now Musa really wasn't sure what to do for the best. Maybe they had pieced it all together, the whole story, and worked out that Musa was telling the truth all along. The longer you hide, the more trouble you'll be in, shouted one of the search party. The voices continued and were getting closer and closer. Sounds like I'm still in trouble, thought Musa. Still no one believes me, he muttered to himself before speeding off through various fields again, vaulting streams, gates and fences. He ended up in a cornfield. He knew he could move through the corn quite easily and not be seen. He was so low down in it, and the corn was so high. He could still hear his name being called out if he listened very carefully. The only problem with the cornfield was it was making Musa sneeze terribly. He started to push the huge stalks with both of his paws, but it was so big and heavy, and he was so small, that he got very tired very quickly. Musa then came across a patch in the middle of the field that had already been flattened down. It had been trampled over. He looked left and looked right and could see it was a makeshift pathway or corridor. When Musa stepped out into the path and started walking down it, he noticed it was conveniently mouse-sized. He took a deep breath and proudly strode down the path until achoo! He sneezed again. In fact, he sneezed so hard that all the mud and leaves that had stuck to his clothes since Kathleen's house flew everywhere. Bless you, said a voice. A startled Musa realised that the voice had come from just in front of him, and he tentatively crept round the corner and saw a mouse. Hello, I'm Maria, said the little mouse. Musa thought for a second about how to respond before announcing, My name is Jack Taylor, and I'm new to the area. He reckoned it was better not to reveal his true identity. Maria laughed and said, No it isn't. Your name is Musa, and everyone this side of the Blackwater Forest is out looking for you. She finished off this revelation with a big broad smile. Oh, right, said Musa nervously. Don't worry, I shall not tell anyone. I will help you if you like. It looks like you could do with a good clean first of all. Musa was glad to finally find someone willing to help him, and the two mice then went to a secluded part of the stream for Musa to get himself cleaned up. He told Maria the entire story, all about the two bears, the elegant grey cat, the mysterious Laurent, Jawboxer's wooden house, Catlin and his kittens, and being on the run from Jehu and Bunny. She listened to all of it, and gasped and laughed and cried, whilst helping him get all the dirty leaves out of his fur. Maria had an idea and was very keen to help Musa. I will find Laurent or someone else that can help us. We'll show everyone that you weren't to blame, Musa, she said. But it will be far easier for me if you stay hidden somewhere where Sergeant Jehu can't find you, and we certainly don't want the Grey Cat to find you, do we? Musa thought it was a great plan that Maria had, far better than his plan of just running away. And he was glad that she was willing to help him. She continued, "If we carry on walking to the next stream, we will come to the end of the county where the canyon is, and there's a field there that you can hide in." The pair of them walked to the field, and Maria pointed out a tree at the far end of the field and told Musa to wait there. "Oh, I hope there's no starlings in there," he said. "What do you mean?" said Maria. "Oh, never mind, it just seems I'm always waiting next to trees, and even when I'm waiting next to trees I can't keep myself out of trouble these days." She said she would send someone that could help them, and Musa said farewell to Maria, who darted off back down the stream as quick as a flash, and Musa was again left standing next to a tree with his thoughts, but this time he wouldn't run away.